football team and the Carolina Panthers.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Wentz. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to look deep for Moore. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
At the 50-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, Haskins. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers.
Set to kick off.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Hey, check. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. All day, dog.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Mike, 56. Tackle. 5'9". 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
6-man. Check cross. Check. Jump.
Play action. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
By Washington.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On the ground, it's Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play action. Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Seibert able to knock this one through.
Is good.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with McCaffrey, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Throwing now is Wentz. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 28-yard line.
On first down, Wentz gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. And the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
56, Mike, 56. 56. Let's go, D. Let's go. 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
On 3rd down, you don't give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Wentz will try again on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that. Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Harris. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play. Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return? That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle. And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter. Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
19-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
It is good.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
To Curtis Samuel.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the Washington offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here.
Now it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
14, Washington 9.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take them.
This is caught at the 20, and he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. That one good for 37 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
He was trying to go back to Moore there. And now it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz, flush to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was, no. Nice throw, my man. Nice throw. Good job.
I like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there, because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
Washington, 9.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Wentz now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the night. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6.
Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Taking a shot for Samuel. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often